And there was a cool interaction in the manga, the manhwa, between him and Hei and Cha, where like she was about to help him and he gave her a look and was like, "Nah, leave this to me." And I wish they would have animated that, considering like the tiny extra stuff they put in from time to time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Irbal Sinergy. The shop. I'm your host, Sinji. With me, as always, yes, sound the horns, the sound master, Irby.
Hello, it's me.
What's up,
the
Irb?
Meister of the sound. You know, nothing too much. Just been out here chilling. What's up with you, dog?
Not too much, man. Not too much. You got a flavor this week?
I don't think I do. There's so much anime I consume. I'm like, the flavors, the lightsabers. No, I was able to watch a decent amount over some animes. Let me look. Try to remember here. Oh, Demon Lord was good this week. Villainous made no sense, but I was like, all right. I did start a new one called Zenshu, which was pretty cool. I don't know if it's the Isekai yet, or I feel like she might be either dead or passed out. But she's cool. She was an animator. And so when she gets isekai to other world, it's one of her favorite movies that she watched growing up. So she knows all the characters and the backstories and this, that, and the other. And her superpower is being able to draw animations to defeat stuff, but she can only draw certain things once, and they won't come true again. So it's a cool one.
Does it eventually like disappear for that kind of limit, or does whatever she draw, if it's within its power, it just stays active for the rest of?
It does what it's supposed to do, and then it vanishes.
Huh.
Yeah, so I was like, that's interesting.
So it's almost like
Oh,
not saying like this is what her limit is, but like if she needed to cross a canyon and she drew a bridge, then she could never draw a bridge again once she crosses that bridge.
I don't think she can cross that same bridge or whatnot. They're still kind of like saying the stuff. I'm on like six episodes in. I don't think it's going to get season 2.
You know,
Just
I don't know if I'd say that, Irby. You know what's getting a season 2, and I couldn't believe it when I saw it.
what?
I've been killing slimes for 100 years or something like that.
I've been killing slides for 100 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, I think I watched that one. I can see why that would get a
But it was
get
nothing
a
more than your stereotypical, just like isekai, but like slice of life isekai, where there was no like real theme. It's just like each episode had a theme. You know what I mean? Not like a continuing story that like continued to thicken as the episodes progressed. No, it was just like this episode had a theme, this episode had a theme. Maybe this theme gets 2 episodes, but like none of them really coincided with the other.
Yeah, but I feel like I can see how some certain slice of lives would get that, and it being like artsy cutie, I can see why it would do that. It probably resonates strong with the female dynamic or demographic, and then probably also some male demographics. Yeah, I watched like 5 episodes of that, and then I forgot about it because I started watching something else.
Were you watching Mustard?
No, I was not watching Mustard.
Oh,
I was watching paint dry.
I watched a lot of Mustard.
Yeah, but it was yeah, I can see it because now I was like, wait, that sounds familiar. I think I watched it, and one was a ghost. But yeah, I could see the allure of having a season 2. So
All right, okay. Was that show your flavor, or you just telling me what you were watching?
I was telling you what I was watching. I do enjoy it. She's kind of like a weird goof, not weird goofball, but I feel like she's socially different, if that makes sense. Uh, but yeah, that was it. Watched some. I don't think I watched the Doctor Detective this week. Oh, I did watch episodes. Episode of Spontaneous Human Combustion. I do like how she just solves the crime and the ailment. I'm like, oh yeah, because when she first walked in there, I was like, oh, I feel like this is gonna be some toxic mold stuff or something, because it was a tomb or whatever. And she's like, oh, this is the bacteria strain that allegedly was killing everyone that entered the tomb. So I was like, yeah, that's how it does. But yeah, don't really
Sound,
have any flavors.
sounds
And I'm like,
interesting.
oh my god, yeah.
I don't really either, but they did really good with Solo's last episode, the fight against the High Orc. I will say one thing bothered me though. There was a moment I could have sworn that Jinu did it when he was fighting the orc, and then I could have sworn he punched it and knocked a tooth out. Just like he punched the first mid floor boss in the demon castle, but he didn't punch it in the anime. So I need to go back and reread the fight. I'm pretty sure I was waiting for a punch and it didn't happen. I know
Yeah,
he
go
punches the
ahead and
bigger statue the second time he fights them, but I'm almost positive he punched the high orc as well.
yeah.
And it was a cool interaction in the manga, the manhwa, between him and Hei and Cha, where like she was about to help him and he gave her a look and was like, "Nah, leave this to me." And I wish they would have animated that, considering like the tiny extra stuff they put in from time to time.
Ramifications.
Yeah, there was a little moment after it was over that like they didn't animate him saying when like the lady this was in the novel you listened to, and it's like the lady gave him her will because they got trapped in the A rank dungeon before he like got revealed as an S rank, and like when it was all said and done and he saved them, he gave it back, and it's like, if for future missions, please try not to put unnecessary things in your bag, makes it heavier for the person carrying it.
Mm.
And it was like, it's not an important thing, but it's like it's things like it's little things like that when like you put other important things that didn't happen in your adaptation, it makes me question. I'm like, well, this unimportant thing that actually happened could have made it.
Yeah, I feel that.
But on a side note, at first I wasn't sure about the opening song with Lisa, cause I like her as a artist. In terms of like the anime songs she has made and I've listened to. I just didn't think that song fit this show, but it grew on me. So kudos to Lisa, another banger. I think the visuals with the, I think, I think even though like I still feel my initial sentiment, the way they handled the opening goes with the song very well. So I'm not too perturbed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it, man. But as far as flavors go, yeah, that the episode was fantastic, fantastically animated. It makes it, knowing that like studio can do that still is reassuring. That like not everyone is trying to cut corners and save money. Um, so that's good. On a side note, you're gonna be unfortunately waiting a lot longer for me to re-enter the Yu-Gi-Oh game, which you didn't remind me to get my gems. But the Yu-Gi-Oh feed, because to give a
Night
rough
is
number,
young.
there's maybe about 10 characters, and they all have like maybe 8 to 10 stamps of completions, which you can get multiple in one run. But I just unlocked like a tainted version of a character, and I realized there's like 10 tainted characters with all brand new stamps that need to be obtained. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna be playing this for a while.
Hmm.
I might not be. Um, it it could follow typical tradition with me in games, and like once I get a platinum, my motivation to play said game is kind of halted because like there's nothing else for me to really accomplish. I like getting trophies, but like the game's really fun, so like I don't know how I'm gonna react when I get the platinum.
Yeah, dog.
But anyways, I watched 2 episodes of JoJo's, by the way, just two.
Yeah, just two.
Just two. Yeah, the lovers 2 episodes.
The lovers, and you probably watched them because it's part one and part two.
No, I meant to watch more and I just didn't watch more.
Yeah, because
I
you
forgot
on
when I
that
watched them,
on
but
that
like
Book of Eli. That's why.
not just then, there's other days I could have watched when I wasn't really on Isaac, but
Nah, you like let me just get on here and play Isaac and not watch nothing at all.
no, I watched Solo, I watched Isaac, I watched a little bit of Dragon Ball Daima.
Hmm. The lovers.
I saw a spoiler for Daima and Goku unlocked Super Saiyan 3.
I
and
said,
it's,
didn't you watch Lovers before?
no, I watched Justice right before. Justice was the last thing I watched with the old bat
The
dying.
old grandma.
Yeah, Lovers is right after with the really weird dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's back with the grandma, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Unless you got nothing to talk about and we can get into it now.
No, we talk about JoJo's get out the way and then circle back and thing I feel like it's on my mind.
Boruto is next week. We'll have Boruto next week, right?
Yeah, I've been waiting for it. I was like, yeah, Boruto should be out this week. And I was like, nope, a whole another week.
Um yeah, next week. Is it going to be before Thursday or after?
It'd be directly on Thursday because it's 1 week from today. It'll be the 20th.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Then we should be able to read it before recording.
Should be.
Yeah. Um there's a new on a side note, there's a new soccer manga called Embers, and the person who made the story is like the assistant of the person who made Blue Lock. So I'm tempted to give it a shot, but I don't know. I feel like if I give I'm hesitant because since I was already interested in it, but then I read the article post me having the interest that it was the assistant to the person they created Blue Lock, and then like I feel like that created an expectation in me that like it's gonna just set me up for disappointment.
Yeah, I feel that.
This guy's gonna have this story in his own a completely different story in his own completely different vision. So I feel like if I go in expecting Blue Lock, I might be disappointed. But I don't know. Maybe like he'll implement elements of Blue Lock into his story. I might give it a shot. I don't know. I need to either decide within a week or I can just finally what's the word when you wanna continue a subscription that was canceled. Reinstate?
You said your subscription was canceled?
Yeah, yeah.
Subscription to what?
Shonen.
Oh. Yeah. I feel that, dog.
Yeah.
Feel that.
I think I lost my train
But
of thought.
yeah,
But let's get into
you did.
JoJo's.
And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I was talking about Embers.
Yeah, I feel you, man.
You weren't even listening. You pulled a me.
I wasn't listening to you. I said you started draining on about Isaac. I was like, let me go ahead and tune him out.
I stopped talking about Isaac a long time ago.
I know. I've just been tuned out because I'm like, here goes about Isaac. Ugh.
Ugh.
I was like, I can't deal with it. I'm out.
Yo, Pete, play Isaac. Tell me how you like it if you haven't.
It's terrible, Pete. Don't do it.
I feel like he would really enjoy it. That man still plays For Honor.
Oh yeah, but For Honor, it's not the same per se.
It's not. But like, he doesn't mind torture, is what I'm saying.
I wouldn't say For Honor's torture.
Depending on what kind of lobby or people helping you get, I guess. For Honor was fun at times. It was. I'm not going to say For Honor wasn't a fun game, but so is Isaac. Isaac's a fun game, but I don't know what kind of game I can compare it to that would potentially pique his interest. I don't know. If you get bored, Pete, try Isaac. It's a fun game. I feel like you'd enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
I know Irby wouldn't enjoy it.
No, I don't like doing the same thing over and over again for hours on end.
Duh, we play 2K.
It's not the same.
It
Not
is.
every situation happens the same. There's different people. There's different dynamics all the time. You're doing the same run over and over on Isaac.
No, everything's completely randomized. New rooms, new
Nah,
enemies.
it's new rooms, new enemies, randomized. Still the same principle. Run through this room.
Yes, in 2K, go up and down this court and score.
No, it's not the same, bro.
It's the same.
Different
You are stretching so hard.
It's not the same.
It is exactly the same.
Nope. Take a poll on this. It's not the same.
Let's take a poll. I argue there's more variety in Isaac than there is in 2K.
See, you was about to say 2K, more variety in 2K. See, look at you.
There's more variety in Isaac than there is 2K.
Yeah. Yeah, your subconscious mind leaked out.
2K is mind-numbing disappointment.
No, that's just because you rather not play with the homies and just play Isaac. That's all it is.
I play with the homies. I be putting up my... Hey, sir, first of all, yesterday was not fun. I
had a good time yesterday.
You, sir, got kicked before the match even started. Steve graded out going 0-8 or 0-11 with 4. Dude, we had 18 points. I had 14 points and 2 assists. I was directly involved in all our points. And they had 30 already. I don't want to finish this game. We should just quit. And I don't know why we finished it.
Cause you couldn't just quit.
Could have quit. All right, so JoJo's Lovers, Part 1 and Part 2.
Yeah.
Lovers is the episode where like an assassin who's following Dio's orders comes to kill, all of them. And it starts with the old hag when she finally comes to and sees him. It's like, no, I'm a loyal servant to Lord Dio. And then like some tentacles grew out of her face and, she died. Then just when like they were gonna beat him up, he was being all smug and he paid a kid to hit him with a stick. And when the kid hit him with the stick, Joseph felt more intense pain. And he said something along the lines, eventually he said something along the lines like, my stand's not the strongest, but it's not about who's strongest, it's about how you use it. So like his stand shrunk to a microscopic form and entered Joseph's brain and was like digging a hole for the same parasite or whatever the hell the thing is that Dio puts in people that killed the old hag. Now, what I learned in this episode is that you can shrink stands to whatever you want because it's just an interpretation of your imagination.
Yeah, which is cool.
Does that mean you can make them as big as you want?
I would say that stands can't go any bigger than your physical manifestation of your body. Um, so that's what I would say on that.
So it made me wonder, like maybe that dude's stand isn't microscopic, and he just thought that was the only effective way he can use it. And it's really just a big, good for nothing, crap looking creature.
Uh, it could be, but like it still wouldn't have power if that made sense.
Yeah.
Because it's like he doesn't it doesn't have anything with it. So it's like, what can you do? Nothing really. So
Well, it could also be like A, that could have been how he used it, or B, it could have just been like the thing with the dude in My Illegal Hero Academia, where like he
my
just
legal hero.
where like he just didn't understand the concept of his stand. Like I feel like Joseph's stand might be able to do a little more than he understands.
You talking about purple violet?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Stan uses it all about just exploring what you have and seeing what they can do and your imagination. I feel like Stans also can level up.
Level up. No, nah, man. Star Platinum does not need to level up. It's to level down. Make these fights a little more fair.
Oh, just wait.
Nah, I don't
Wait.
want to wait.
Yeah, just wait, my guy.
Freaking dude's OP. But
You haven't
anyways,
even seen his true abilities yet.
so they make JoJo entertain the dude while they appear to be running away, but really they're just running to a TV so they can see with the Joseph's Stan what's going on inside his body, and then Kakuin came up with the idea that like, hey, Polar, let's shrink our stands and go inside him, and like let's slit a hole into a blood vessel and travel down a stream, and then they ended up fighting the guy, and it turns out that like see here's another thing. His stand could create doubles, but I don't know if he was using something inside Joseph's brain to create doubles because they were multiplying, or that's just maybe his ability, and like that doesn't seem like a bad ability if you use it differently. It's just a slower paced
Yeah,
version of Naruto's Shadow Clone.
definitely might be.
But if you can
Yeah,
set them up, then like you have infinite clones helping you. But everything would fall in the power in the presence of Star Platinum, regardless. So you might as well lose inside Joseph's brain.
yeah,
So obviously Kakuin was the win, the with the big brain to save the day, and like, I could already tell what he was gonna do. He just spread out his stand tentacle like thingies across the floor and got a hold of all of them, and he ended up scaring the real one out of the body, so it ended up flying towards the user. To at this point, the user has kicked JoJo in the face, made him spit shine his shoe, used him as a bridge, made him scratch his back. It's really just tormented. So Jojo had a started writing some down. So what are you doing? I'm like, oh, it's your tab. I'm writing everything you did to me down, and you're gonna pay up double or something like that
What is it due?
when it's due. And I have a feeling it's gonna be due soon.
Yes.
But so dude retreats his stand, tries to go into Jojo. Jojo expected that to happen, so he had Star Platinum ready to pluck him out of the air. And he beat the dude up. And he said, I'm not gonna kill you or whatever." And then he's like, "Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you." And as soon as he turned his back, it's like, "You fool!" Because some kid showed up and he tried to put the stand inside a kid, but Kakyoin still had his stand wrapped up on him, so they defeated him. I don't want to say easily, but they defeated him. He didn't seem like he gave him like that much trouble. I think the hardest part was keeping Joseph calm.
Yeah, yeah, Jotaro was gonna mess him up. But
He
I think
did
it
want
was
to just destroy him.
yeah, it was a cool it's a cool ability in theory because it's like my stand knows my body pain, so he knows exactly where to touch you in your brain to give you the pain. So I was like, oh, that's definitely a nice touch.
It's definitely interesting, but in theory, isn't the pain Joseph feeling just psychological? Because so the
Well, he's tapping into the pain receptors.
yeah, I
So
understand
it
that.
wouldn't it wouldn't I wouldn't say it's psychological if he's hitting the nerve that does the pain.
No, I understand that, but like, so the nerves are connected to your brain, and that's how you sense that you're in pain, right? But it's not like it works vice versa, right? Like you can't just trigger something in your brain to feel pain in the area where the nerve is connected to, or can you?
You could, in theory, but no one's gonna like do that. Like, oh, I'm gonna make my back hurt, you know. But each nerve corresponds to an area in the brain. So if you hit that area in the brain, the nerve is gonna light up.
And he
So
must
it's
he
like
must have been
pain.
really smart to know which. Well, first of all, you had a stand that was inside and just digging out. Like, why did you have to feel the pain to inflict pain? You could have just been inflicting pain the entire time, right?
Unless his stand, that's one of his stand's operating rules. He has to feel pain to give pain.
Oh, okay. Well, then I see where like you might not want to actually use this stand as a life
Yeah,
size. That's under the premise that like that he has that limitation.
yeah. I mean, you don't really know exactly what each stand does and everything. So it's like yeah, you just got to trial and error figure stuff out. So exactly. But the stands are good. I like it all. It's a good JoJo's.
I like that Joseph used the Hamon to fry the thing out his brain.
Yeah, it's like Homon shows up every once in a while, and when it does a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
So I'm just like,
it's
yeah, the Homon.
it's nice seeing every once in a while.
Yeah, I definitely was like, oh, the Homon users, they're back in town. They're back in town.
The hormones back in town. But what you got, Irby? That was me.
You finished both episodes?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, word. That was quick.
Yeah, there wasn't much there.
Yeah, because dang, Lovers Part Two. Let me look. Let me see what they had in there. But yeah, no, I really don't have too much. Here, let's see. Yeah, yeah, no, no. JoJo did that about it. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it was less of a outsmart your enemy move, and it was more of a 2 episodes. And it was more of a just stall. I think that's why there wasn't really much to talk about. There was no really brain tactics in this one. It was kind of just, hey, Jotaro, stall him. We'll beat him on the inside.
yeah, which was not too bad, I guess.
Yeah, I mean the bigger brain moves always come from Jotaro, and he didn't have too much action in this
I
episode.
mean, Kakuin, he got a little smart there.
He does, but like he doesn't really use like his smarts doesn't really come in like the unexpected. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his is more like, oh, this is a logical course of action. Let's try to figure this way out.
Yeah, where it seems like Star Platinum can do everything. I kind of like know what Kakuin's limits are about, so like I kind of know what how he's gonna potentially solve a situation.
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Hey, I'm hoping he surprises me.
Just wait till
I got. Hey, he's got let me see, 48, and I'm on what 18. He's got 30 more episodes to to prove me wrong.
yeah, yeah, you got some stuff that's gonna be going on in these next episodes. Hopefully you'll get it and you'll be like, oh man, he did it. It's a big brain move.
It's a big brain move.
Yeah. But yeah, got nothing really. Villain is wrapped up. It was at the end it was kind of just dumb. Because he's supposed to go investigate this place, but she can't investigate the place unless she gets expelled from the kingdom. And so the prince acts like he has amnesia, and they're like, "Oh, the only one high enough that could do a spell like this would be Liz." And so then she's on trial, and then so they like end up. She's like, "Oh, do what you gotta do, kick me out," but she knows she's innocent, and so. But everyone knows it's just a sham, and the prince is only doing this so she can be exiled and go investigate. I'm like, y'all could have just let it go investigate without being exiled. Like, why this farce? Um, yeah. So that was like, oh, y'all could have did better. And the guild receptionist, yeah, that one is heating up. I do like how she's OP, but she doesn't want to be OP. If that makes sense. Like she has like a rare weapon, and so she was like, she only uses it so she can get out of work early, which is hilarious because she's so strong that she could have been like the top adventurer, but she's like, nope, I'm gonna work this regular job. And in this past episode, we got the reason why she is gonna work this regular job. It's because she had someone close to her who was an adventurer,
Die.
and you know how it goes.
Yeah.
And so she is no longer about that life.
Um. In other news, Ari Ferretta, um, Nagamo has increased his harem.
Mm,
So whereas it was Yui and then Kaori wanted him, and the bunny girl was just, you know, the bunny girl. I don't know if I talked about this before, but he accepted Bunny Girl as someone he cares about, and Yui has accepted her as someone he cares about. So I think he is one of his girlfriends now. But Kaori is still chasing. But now one of the other girls from his school has professed her love for him and has become more bold with her, more honest with herself, and therefore more bold with him. I was like, all right, my man's just building it up. Slowly but surely. Just hair him away, I guess.
Yeah. Mm, mm,
But that's all I
mm.
have.
Yeah, me too. Other than yeah, talked about the doctors in the shoe. That might be one you like. It's just it's interesting.
You're
Um,
probably right.
yeah, her drawing board. I think it comes out every week. Or yeah, it came out. The last episode was the ninth, and so I'm like, oh, but yeah, it's interesting so far. I like it. Yeah, got no other ones. We talked about My Hero briefly, some episodes I read up to.
Hey, if you'd like, I'm all ears.
Yeah, so they started the whole fight. I think last time we left off, All Might was fighting Oh Boy, and yeah, I think it was kind of two level ingenious how Midoriya was throwing the quirks into Tomura. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting way. You're just gonna give your power to someone else. So um I was thinking about that. I was like, ugh. But yeah, what if he doesn't defeat him? Then all for ones got him. But yeah, it didn't come to that. They end up fighting, and then the power of friendship defeated him. And so he's defeated,
Yeah,
which is just terrible.
yeah.
I feel like they could have did better on that regard. Um, or Boyd lost all his powers. I guess I don't know. He still could have them. He has the Ember of Burning Hope. He says,
I feel like. All right, okay, all right. So now you're on the aftermath chapters, right?
"Yeah, they just they're rebuilding the schools and the towns and whatnot."
Here's how I feel. If he was gonna fucking die anyway,
Yeah,
why is my man quirkless again?
exactly.
He didn't
Like,
even reach his full potential.
yeah, because I feel like he lost all the quirks except for the one lady's quirk. I don't know if that one went in there, but then he saw her memories, so they resonated somehow.
No, yeah, I
But
think
then he,
he's lost all of them. I think all he has is embers.
yeah, but yeah, I'm well maybe, but it didn't really get transferred over. I didn't feel like because I didn't really see that. Like he just saw the memories, and then all of one just became busted through. It's like, oh, I got his body now. I'm like, oh, okay. So it's up left up to the imagination, I guess. But I'll find out later if that was the actual case. And then so yeah, it's just he could have saved him, and he didn't save him. He ended up just burning his body away. I'm like, you did all that to try. Like you could just kill that man sooner.
Yeah,
That was going to happen. Why
yeah.
draw this out?
He died anyway.
Yeah, but he died with a smile on his face and was like, "Oh, tell um, Spinner that yeah, I'm the hero that the villains need or something."
Yeah, he didn't even change.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you thought I was just doing this?" He was like, "Nope, I'm evil to the core." I'm like,
Yo,
"Yeah,
to the bitter end. There was no reason. There was no justified reason to try to save him.
none
So, well,
whatsoever."
man, you gave up every quirk. You went in. You came out scarred. You had to shave half your head.
He had to shave half his head.
Yeah, yeah. He's got like
I
this.
ain't that far.
Nah, you see it.
No, he's in bandages,
Oh, he's in
laying next
bandages.
to All Might.
You told me you were at the aftermath. My bad, dog. You'll see
I
it.
just I read it. I said I'm in the after one.
Yeah, my bad.
Look, it always ruining stuff. That's why I don't even need to read Black Clover because you didn't already said it.
You don't even remember what I said.
You that Julius Nova Chrono is taken over by a demon.
That's not even what I said.
That's essentially what you said
I don't
the
even
whole
know if that's
time.
true.
Oh, so now you got to bullet your memory. I remember
I
everything.
don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's accurate.
It's very accurate.
I don't know about
You know it's accurate. That's what you teach.
that. I'm dead ass. I don't remember. I don't remember what I
Yeah,
said. Therefore, I cannot verify what you say is
yeah,
the truth.
yeah. He's over there like, yeah, Julius Novachrono. Yeah,
It's like,
that's
oh,
how
what?
it be,
You
dog.
didn't read it? No, dog. Damn, dog. Really? My
Nope, I
bad.
didn't read it. I think I'm still at the part where Ashta needs some time to heal up to fight again or something. So they're trying to buy like 5 minutes. Yeah,
You should read some My Clover. It's
I
coming
might
to an
read
end.
it. Yeah, I got some time. I'll probably read some a little bit.
Oh, you definitely got some time. I think the author is sick or something. They're just coming out with like one or two chapters every other couple months.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. Well,
Yeah,
I got nothing. I officially have nothing else.
I got nothing else either. I'll
Guys,
finish up.
go ahead.
I'll finish up My Hero next week,
Hey,
and
guys.
then I'll start on Black Clovies
Hey, you can get to the part of spoiled, and then the rest is completely open.
that I remember that you spoiled. That you told me that last year.
Hey, man,
Yeah,
my bad.
yeah, you're bad.
Hey, look on the bright side. At some point, we're gonna get To Your Eternity again.
You finished all of it though, so
I did.
yeah, ain't nothing to get to now, unless it came back.
No. I think I did. I think I read something about a new season coming out at some point.
Yeah, no. They at the end of the thing they said season 3 confirmed, but they never said when
It'll never
it
come
was
out.
confirmed.
They're gonna Attack on
Yeah,
Titan us. It'll be years. I'll have to rewatch just to remember what happened.
which I'd be fine with as long as it just came out at some point.
I wouldn't be surprised if these first couple seasons were just prologue, because like now it's the city. You know what I mean,
Stop! It can't be prologue.
bro? They said Jobless Reincarnate like up to like where we are. It's until he's an adult. I think it's all prologue.
I
I was
hope
like, that's a
not.
lot of prologue, bro.
It
What kind of
reminds me of
how long are you trying to make this? That's a lot
yeah,
of setup.
but it's probably if they do a lot of prologue, then it's probably just like a quick season after they get it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like calling on prologue would be a little bit of a little bit of a under overstate. I don't know which one would apply, but like if you have two seasons out and you're calling it prologue, stop. You got two seasons out.
Yeah,
The part
I
you
don't know.
want to get to is probably like not out yet, but I don't know if I'd call it prologue.
Yeah, I forgot. There was something that did that where it was like everything was essentially considered prologue, but it was an actual season. I can't
Oh
remember.
man, what was it? I think I know what you're talking about. Something was just like prologue, end of prologue, and it was just like so long. Like what? That's the end of the prologue?
Yeah, I was like, wow, okay.
I think it was.
I
I think it was Vinland. No, maybe.
I have no idea, but I can't remember. I was like, what
I think it was the
prologue?
first season of Vinland Saga.
Yeah,
I think
I
at the
don't
end of
know.
it, it was just like end of prologue. I was like, what? That was the prologue, and then second season, I had mixed emotions about second season. But okay, now I'm officially done.
Yeah, me too.
All right, guys.
I'm gonna wrap this one up.
Thank you guys for listening. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and you know what to do. Share us. Catch you next week. Peace.
Peace.